The scandal surrounding convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and his vast international network has taken another alarming turn. A hacker successfully breached Federal Bureau of Investigation systems, gaining access to critical investigative files. Experts warn this incident presents a colossal potential for blackmail. More and more disturbing details about Jeffrey Epstein continue to surface. According to documents obtained from the United States Justice Department, in 2023, a suspected foreign hacker gained access to a Federal Bureau of Investigation location in New York and specifically targeted the Epstein Files. This information comes via the Reuters news agency. The Federal Bureau of Investigation has described the incident as a singular cyber incident, stating that the criminal police, which also acts as an internal intelligence service, restricted access and restored the network. Investigations into the breach are currently ongoing. Precisely who the intruder was remains unclear. A person familiar with the matter indicated that it appeared to be a cybercriminal rather than a foreign government. However, this distinction may not lessen the severity of the situation. If the extensive data were copied, it would then be out in the world. These files potentially contain unredacted names from Epstein's wide-reaching international network, a web of prominent figures from society, business, and politics in which the New Yorker operated. The incident has thrown open the door to widespread speculation about potential blackmail behind the scenes. Numerous conspiracy theories swirl around Epstein and his associates, including former United States President Donald Trump, former President Bill Clinton, and many other influential individuals. The topic holds such a central position in American debate that half of all voters reportedly view the current Iran war as a diversionary tactic from the Epstein scandal. One such conspiracy theory alleges that the KGB bugged Trump during his visit to Moscow in 1987, giving Russian President Vladimir Putin leverage over him. No evidence supporting this claim is publicly known. Donald Trump himself is said to have vehemently resisted the full release of the Epstein files, expressing fears of damage to my friends, according to statements made by former Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, who was once allied with Trump. Despite Trump's resistance, Greene and other Republican members of Congress rebelled against the president and pushed through extensive publications of the documents anyway. Still, many documents were heavily redacted by the Justice Department, and others remain entirely withheld, despite laws mandating their full disclosure. The government justifies this withholding by citing victim protection and ongoing investigations. It is not clear what the hacker did with the data they accessed, a server containing digital evidence of child abuse. The risks were and remain immense. John Lindsay, a researcher of global security at the Georgia Institute of Technology, told Reuters, "Who wouldn't be interested in the Epstein files if you're Russian or someone interested in kompromat? If foreign intelligence agencies aren't seriously considering the Epstein files as a target, I'd be shocked." An internal investigation initially focused on a Federal Bureau of Investigation employee named Aaron Spivack as a possible person of interest. Spivack allegedly left the data unprotected during his work. He claims the system breach occurred on February 12, 2023, and he discovered the access the following day. According to server logs, the hacker combed through specific data related to the Epstein investigations. It is currently unclear whether the intruder gained access to information already released by the Justice Department or to data still classified as secret by the United States government. The results of the internal investigation into Spivack's role in the incident are also unknown. Spivack himself stated that he is being made a scapegoat for the intrusion, arguing that the blame lies with contradictory rules and instructions. The person whose statements Reuters relied upon, alongside official documents, indicated it was a foreign hacker who may not even have realized they had penetrated a Federal Bureau of Investigation server. The hacker's nationality, their location at the time of the breach, and what they did with the data all remain unclear. The intruder reportedly left a message expressing their disgust over the photos of child abuse and threatening to report the owner to the very Federal Bureau of Investigation they had just breached. Investigators then convinced the hacker that they were already speaking with the agency, even showing their service identification via video chat. The full implications of this breach are still unfolding. What's your take on FBI hacked, Epstein Files Exposed, Blackmail Fears Mount? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.